All right, it's the rundown. It's Wednesday. It's February 28th, last day of February. Thank God. Get us into these warm months. Get going. It's brought to you MVMT watches. Here's the deal, folks. You get 15% off, free shipping, free returns. Click on this. These watches, they start at $95. They look like they should start at $500. Join the movement today. Click on the link, mvmtwatches.com/rundown. 15% off, free shipping, free returns. So do it. This has been one of my raves. So I am a Big Ten guy. We actually have a lot of Big Ten guys in this office. I'm a Michigan guy. We got obviously Dan's Wisconsin. Nate is Maryland. Trent is Iowa. I'm sure I'm forgetting more people. Whatever. We have a lot of Big Ten people here. I have known the Big Ten tournament is coming to Madison Square Garden for years, and I've been excited. I'm like, okay, I'll be here. I can just go watch Michigan play. Literally walking today to do a pizza review, and I asked Frankie out loud, I'm like, one thing I don't understand is how the Big Ten tournament and the Big East tournament is both happening at Madison Square Garden. I'm like, how are they doing that? Not to mention I'm going to a fight Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. Seems like a lot going on at Madison Square Garden.
The Mecca.
The Big Ten tournament starts today. It is the dumbest thing I have ever, and I'm glad it's here. I don't know why it was here in the first place. I was selfishly glad because I live here now. But the Big Ten's a Midwestern tournament. Yeah, we got Rutgers, but it's a Midwestern conference. And the fact it's here is dumb, and the fact that this tournament is going to be done, I forgot, obviously, Tech's Rutgers. The fact that this tournament is going to be done Sunday, and these teams now don't play for 2 weeks before the tournament starts is insanity.
Is that just because the Big East has priority? They play at their normal
time?
So
and apparently the Big Ten was like, we want to play in New York.
Well, I was just say that's just their kind of bending and doing whatever they got to do to play in New York.
But why? I mean, people like you, I'm sure there's a lot of people like
you.
I'm
sure there's tons of Big Ten people here,
but I mean, still, wouldn't you rather it be like in your country, in your town?
It has to be in like Chicago, Indianapolis.
Just for the sake of the fans and the sake of your conference, like you want all of your schools to be there to attend. I mean, it doesn't seem like worth bending over backwards to play 2 weeks in advance. To go to New York.
I love championship week. I love March Madness. I've said it. The day one, day two of the real tournament is my favorite 2 days of the year. I think I'm going to be in Vegas for it, which I can't even wait. But now I'm fucked up. The fact that this...
And it's a major conference, major teams, like, it's all, and then a 2 week day, just nothing for 2 weeks? That's like, I wouldn't want to head into the tournament.
I kind of love it now because it's a big time corporate boondoggle. It's all the alumni, all the networking. They're all in fucking New York. They're like, we're going to go to all the games. Their whole day is going to center around it. Their whole week's going to center around it.
That's what college
is. It's a huge boondoggle.
All of the conferences, even football and basketball, it's all money. It's all
everything's fucked
up. It's not what it used to be at all.
They screw up rivalries. They screw up everything. Ugh. Michigan, I got invited. I'm going, you'll probably know this guy. I got invited to go to breakfast tomorrow with Red Berenson.
Oh, yeah.
Old Michigan, legendary.
Huge legend for Michigan hockey.
Yeah, but it's 8:30 in the morning. It's early. I'm going for like brunch and like croquets. And
Red's got to be old now.
Yeah,
he's pretty fucking old.
He's old.
Wouldn't even give him tickets.
And then I'm like, well, can I get a ticket for the tournament? Like, nope, we gave them all away to important people. I'm like okay.
That.
and then they're like, hey, can you come here at 8 a.m.? I'm like, all right, now you're pushing it. Like 8:30 is already early enough. So then I asked.
Where is it, by the way?
I don't know, near MSG.
Like
That's how fucked up I was. I knew he's like, I'm here for the Big Ten tournament. It's like, okay, you're here awful early. and then today, it's like, I cannot believe. I was looking beyond the Degenerate Gambler. I'm like, that's weird that I was playing they're playing Illinois at 5:30 today. I'm like, that's an odd start time. I'll definitely bet it because they'll give me something to do. It's because they're here. I'm like, at Iowa, pick them. I love Iowa. I bet them, and now I find out the game's down the street in New York. It sucks.
Are you going to go?
Tomorrow I can't because we have Brandon Schaub coming in to do Barstool Radio, and that's when Michigan plays. They may play Iowa, so that sucks. But I'll go to all the other games if they win.
I wonder what's it going to look like in MSG? Is it going to be like jam? Is it going to be like?
Oh, it'll be busy. There's Big Ten.
I think it's also one of those things people just, even if you're not a Big Ten guy, when it's
I'd fucking go. I mean, especially if you're a corporate guy, you're like, oh yeah, we'll go to a sales meeting at the fucking league, hot dogs and beers.
I love the Big East tournament. Obviously, Michigan playing, and there's Michigan. I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'd say there's probably more Michigan people in the city than any other Big Ten school. I mean, Michigan people are just fucking everywhere.
I'd say so.
So it'll be fun, and it'll be like a boondoggle. I went to see Michigan play in the tournament. They played at Barclays right when I moved here against Notre Dame. They lost. So it'll be fun, but it'll just be corporate and, that type of environment. Just strange,
Where'd you go to school?
stupid.
I went to Harvard.
Yeah. Very stupid. I'm here and I'm mad about this. It screws up the whole I just don't. So we're going to go, and I'm such a college hoop fan, but we're going to be done Sunday, and then all those little schools are going to start playing on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's
And
fucked.
I really think that like a 2-week layoff is not
Big.
good.
That's built-in
Like,
excuses.
you roll into the tournament like you're cold for 2 weeks.
People talk about that.
If you need to rest, fine. Like you got injuries, maybe it's good. But everyone else, I'd rather play some ball.
It's crazy. People talk about both ways during, there's always a debate. Should you rest or play your players in normal championship week?
Right.
Now, who fucking knows? Just so stupid. Alexis Ohanian has put up signs throughout California, I think it is. I think that's, so this is.
Probably Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley. He started Reddit. He's married to Serena Williams. And she's coming back from tennis, so he just put up billboards like, congratulations to the greatest mom. There's pictures of the baby everywhere.
You probably love this move, huh, Dave?
I think it's a power move
Oh, no, yeah. I thought you were just gonna fucking load this on every level.
because it's a baby.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a power move. But
It's like
What do you mean? Because it's a baby?
I don't like
Dave just
babies.
loathes all things like
Oh,
children.
Lowe's. I thought you said love.
No,
No, I
I
hate
hate
see
babies.
you. Okay.
Babies stink.
Yeah, it's like he's like so rich. It's like, I put pictures on Instagram. He buys fucking billboards.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to flaunt their kids. He just does it in your
Yeah,
face.
it's one of
as a
those where
fucking billboard.
when
Hey,
you first-
Dana, I have a present for you after this rundown.
Oh boy.
Continue.
It's one of those things where you first look at it, I thought it was dumb as hell, but she'll eat this up. I mean, she'll love
yeah.
this fucking billboards and stuff for her. Like, chicks love that kind of stuff.
G-Mote, greatest mom of all time.
G-Mote was nice. I saw
mean,
G-Mote, I kind of laughed
The
a little
only
bit.
I can't. The Alexis and Alexis thing is kind of a crazy move.
Yeah, and it's kind
Alexis Jr., but you're a guy and she's a girl.
You know what?
kinda wacky, huh?
You know what? That's very wacky. But the takeaway for me is I had no idea Reddit made money. I thought Reddit was one of those things that just kind of ran itself.
Just there. How does it make money? There's no like
I
ads.
thought it was one of those things where they're like, yeah, it's worth $2 billion, but there's like not real money.
Right.
Like, how does Reddit make money?
I could see them being like a wealth of like consumer information or something like that. Like you sign up and we have all these names and demographics and shit, but I don't
They
even
sell
know.
information.
I just thought it was
Yeah.
one of those websites like that just kind of.
There.
How does Reddit make money? I don't know.
But how does, like,
Do we know that they make money? Or they
How does
kinda-
it-
Well, how's this guy buying billboards?
well, just because like there's a lot of
they have sponsored promo ads on there, I guess.
Is that like a new thing? Huh. Well, interesting. The rundown is brought to you by Keeps. First month free. You click on keeps.com/barstool. Only way to keep your hair. Keeps offers the only two
FDA approved hair loss products.
keep hair today, hair tomorrow. Floyd Mayweather bought a new plane. He's got his little map there that says 50-0, the greatest ever. Nate blogged this. I thought a great point. He's talking about he buys all these new planes. He always talks about how he has the freshest like jewelry, everything, all this money. He was legitimately using an iPod that's from like the 70s.
This is a great move. This is an unbelievable move. Because if I could get my original iPod back, you know how many songs you have on there that like were like remixes or things you downloaded from like Napster that just you can't get anymore? Or just songs you forget, albums you had? I would kill to have. I had the old iPod with the buttons on top of the wheel, like the first ever.
So
I
what do
would
you do?
kill
You
to have
carry
that back.
around multiple devices? You
Yeah,
carry
I
that
mean, I
in
guess
your
that-
phone?
Well, Floyd probably has someone who just carries all the shit and walks around behind him. But yeah, I mean, I would be willing to carry an additional device if it meant that I could have all of my old music.
Yeah, the music that's actually on my phone now stinks. Like, it's not even close. It's like a shell of what I used to have.
Right.
Because in high school and stuff, you're crazy into music. Like, fucking people are making mixtapes and all kinds of wild shit. You're talking about different bands. You're kind of like learning who you are, who's going to follow what type of music and all that. So you're really into it. You've got like every song of every band you actually like.
Yep.
And since then, it's like I got like 2 songs from each kind of band that I like. And when I actually get stuck on a plane with no service or whatever, you can't stream, I'm fucked. Like
Yeah.
my selection stinks.
I'm the worst traveler for somebody who travels a lot. I don't have the clear. I don't have the TSA check, pre-check. I don't have anything to watch. I just stink at traveling. If I don't have a TV, I just sit there and look at the fucking pavement.
Right. We're just,
You
we're all
don't ever
I have
listen to
nothing.
music on your phone?
Well, I do, but it's like not that great. It's like I'm stuck with what I have. I have my basic like
saying,
Spotify playlist.
If I can't sleep, I just sit there and I look around. I'm like, we're all just looking in the same direction in the air. And
Like
I'm not doing
there's no
anything.
excuse not to have movies at all times, but I just don't. I'm in on it right now, the Bruins. So they made that big trade. Steve Nash, Rick Nash.
Rick Nash.
Rick Nash was nasty last night. He had a big save, a big goal.
Save was awesome.
Yeah, it was a huge save.
That was as good of a hockey highlight as I think you can get.
Bruins won overtime after being down 3-1. Charlie McAvoy with the game winner. It's just fun to be a Bruins fan right now, and I want to give some love.
Are they
to those
still
people.
like
the best?
Are they like 30 out of their last 35?
No,
or whatever?
they had
cooled
lost a
off little
couple.
bit?
They had lost a couple, but I think they're the favorite to win the Stanley Cup.
Are they? Holy shit.
They're fucking good. They've also got a playoff type team. They're built pretty deep. They're adding Nash, which Nash is a power type player. He's interesting because obviously the Rangers and Frank will get into this forever. That they went deep several times, so he proves that he's good. But like he's got to win eventually, you would think. So I think that Nash. Is a great
Rangers
addition.
fans were like, "Oh, it'll disappear." Wait
Totally.
till he-
So
but
I
then
think
he
that-
stood. He basically looked like Gretzky.
He's got a chip on his shoulder to kind of like prove it. Obviously, the Bees are favorite
Yeah, but
and all
didn't he
that.
already have a chip on his shoulder when he came to New York too?
Yeah, because he went
So
from
I think
CBJ to
He's kind
New
of
York.
always
and, like,
just had this chip and hasn't really performed.
yeah,
when it
but he kind of did, right? Like they got to the finals, they had a couple deep runs and all that, but they haven't gotten over the edge. So now, again, he starts like that and all that. I think it's one of the cooler narratives going in. Like Nash is
Plus-
jumping to the Bees, trying to get the cup.
I mean, the Rangers
fucking
are
good.
this team that just don't get over the fucking hump, too. It's just what they do. Is that a Nash problem or a Rangers problem? I think it's more of a Henrik and a Rangers problem. I think my guy Frankie Borelli would attest to that.
You know what I found quite confusing? So I
You
bet,
know what, by the way, though? There's nothing worse than Bruins Portnoy.
I like it just
Because, but at least, I know that he really means it with the rest of the teams in Boston.
Well, I bet the
like-
Bruins last night, so I sure as fuck met them. They're down 3-1. They're minus 180.
Like, when we
And-
start to do the cycle of the puck,
well,
drives
that's
me nuts.
how you
Puck's on
score
net.
goals. Puck's on that cycle, puck and skate.
this drives me
I like
bananas.
that he just said skate.
You're telling Riggs, you played hockey. That's what people scream. Skate, skate.
They do. Shoot's a big one.
Puck's
Shoot
on
in
net.
general.
Even
yeah.
I know. Even I know that's a
Shoot!
fucking
Just the
lame
big-
word.
I will
that's a
say
big
I was mildly confused when I saw. So I was tracking the game. I saw that Rick Nash scored, and then I think Nash scored again, and they had a different picture. I'm like, they got the wrong picture. Nash has scored twice. I guess we got another Nash. We got two Nashes.
There's two Nashes on the Bruins?
Yeah,
You
there's
didn't
two
know?
Nashes in the Bruins.
Yeah, the
You
Bruins.
should probably figure that out. That's
yeah.
going to be confusing for you in the playoffs.
They most may even be both Rick Nashes too. I mean, our Nashes. Who's the second Nash on the Bruins?
Oh, yeah, so they are. Oh, no.
When I say
You're
I was-
never gonna get over that.
I was
That's
like, I was researching. I'm like, I don't want to say he scored twice if he didn't, but it says our Nash scored again. It's some weird
And
guy.
it's even RI. You
Yeah.
have to just write
It
the
was-
whole
it
name
was-
out.
I could see you being like Nash hat trick and all that like, throughout the whole playoff.
It was quite confusing. The NFL dropped Papa John's. Papa John's stock, I think, tanked quickly. They went like 10 minutes later to Pizza Hut. I don't know what these things. Well, like, Pizza Hut stinks. I did pizza.
Both of them stink.
I think Papa John. I did Pizza Hut review today in honor of it, and I mean it's gross. I don't know what the point of like what how do are more people going to buy Pizza Hut because
that's my question about advertising in general. Are you really buying Bud Light because they spend $1 zillion during the Super Bowl? Do you really care who the official pizza of the NFL is? I don't know. They must do it for a reason, right?
I like
Must.
Pizza Hut. I think when you
Really?
go to a game and they get those little personal ones because they're
Oh
like
my God, that's
crispier.
disgusting.
Oh,
You
they're
are-
absolutely delicious.
You are despicable.
They're like greasy and crispy,
are.
and you're fucking sitting in there and you're starving. You've been starving because you clearly didn't get to eat dinner. You had to go to the game. You had to rush to the game. You get there, you
No,
scoff
my
that
God.
thing
The
down.
last thing I'll get at
Fantastic.
a concession stand is pizza. I'll get
Oh,
every
okay.
other food before
No,
pizza.
because the Pizza Hut's going to
comes
be
in the
same-
triangle
It's going to be
fucking thing.
basically
Ah.
the exact same at the stadium as it's going to be at the place. Not
Well, yeah,
saying
but
it's the
those
greatest pizza in the
fucking
world,
suck.
but for a guy like me, they're good enough. It's
That's
fucking
crazy
delicious.
logic. Like, well, it's going to suck just as much here
No,
as
it's
it
not
sucks
just
at the
going to
place.
suck.
I
I'm saying
do
that
I do buy your logic that games always fuck up when you eat, so you're
Totally.
always starving when
Oh,
you're there.
Yeah, but then you get like a hot dog or a hamburger. Not even I don't even do hamburgers. You do a hot dog, chicken fingers.
I will say that's
Maybe some nachos, that's it.
That's
Disagree.
antiquated view though. Most stadiums now have like
sushi
pretty
and
good
shit,
food.
yeah.
I mean the Knicks. I sit
like
in
filet
the
mignon.
fancy
Yeah.
seats and people are eating sushi left and right.
Yeah.
I actually got in a conversation with a season ticket holder because I'm like, I would not trust sushi at a stadium. He's like, oh no, I come every day. I haven't thrown up yet. So it's like, okay, I guess it's good enough.
That's the bar.
That's a pretty low bar, but okay.
Also, Bud Bowl made me buy Bud. That's a different story for a different
Love the
day.
Bud Bowl.
But like people would buy Bud to watch Bud Bowl during the Super Bowl, and they dropped it. Makes no sense. I've said that a lot. Hope Hicks. So I'm not quite sure who this lady is, but she's super hot. She's super sexy. She's super like devious. She said that she'd tell little white lies for Trump, I guess. This woman will be like wildly famous.
She is.
Well, I was gonna say, I think you're
She's
a
the
little
White
bit
House
late on this one.
communications director. She really.
Well, I didn't know who she was until she showed up on my blog today.
I think you
she's-
are. He's been.
I've been doing the Hope Hicks thing for a long time.
Is
so
that
I
a
can give
real
you the
name or a
spiel.
stage name?
That's her name, Hope Hicks.
Hope Hicks, what a name.
She's fantastic. She's like a top 5 inner circle person for Trump. She's been with him. She's the longest political aide for Trump, which obviously hasn't been in politics for that long.
She's
But
like
she-
young as shit,
She
right?
started out, she was when they first moved into the White House, she was kind of a lower aide. People were fucking dropping by the wayside left and right. She rises. Now she's a White House communications director. She testified for 9 hours yesterday. They got nothing out of her other than the fact that she was like, yeah, I tell some white lies sometimes.
Ride or die.
Fucking fantastic.
What
and
a
then
ride or die
that
bitch.
picture that I posted was like, there were a video that was making the rounds in the morning of her going in, like arriving to Capitol Hill with her lawyer, kind of laugh and whatnot. The next picture, it was like dark because she'd been in there for fucking 9 hours and she looked like $1 million. That was like the hottest picture I've ever seen of her. So she went in there, sat
Didn't
there
even
with
faze her.
Congress, sat there with Congress for 9 hours and walked out looking that good. She's like,
How old is Hope
she's a guy.
Hicks?
She's 29.
That is crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
Who's like the ugly woman who does like the fucking.
Kevin, we don't say that here.
Well, she
Kevin,
she
come
does
on,
she
man.
does.
I mean, we don't just say
What is
ugly woman.
Well, she does like the
What kind of-
press like podium shit.
What
Who's
kind of
that?
what kind of introduction
My
is
point
that?
being that
I don't even
thought
know
they
who
were
you
the
could be
same
talking
girl.
about.
And
And
I
Sarah
remember
Huckabee Sanders.
being yes, I remember being like, because Huckabee, Hope, Hicks, and I was like, boy, Riggs' girl really fell off here.
Like, oh my God.
I was like, this
No,
did
no.
not go over well for this chick.
Yeah.
She really, when you get to politics, you plummet.
It's
and I
Sarah
realized
Huckabee
they're still
Sanders.
two very separate people.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders. The other kind of great mysterious thing about Hope Hicks is that she's the White House communications director, but she doesn't do the podium.
That's-
She never
so
does
she should
interviews.
be, right?
She's just like
But
behind the
she
scenes,
should be
like
that girl on the
"Whoop."
podium, right?
Yeah, I mean
That's
traditionally,
why
right.
I was like,
that's
White
like
House communications has got to be her. She got
she
ugly.
legitimately took over Sean Spicer and the Mooch's job, but she just doesn't do the podium thing.
Huckabee does.
That's why people are also
So
like
that's
Hope
why it
Hicks,
fucks
like
with me.
kind of knows
This
where
is
the
totally
bodies are
valid.
buried. Type
Totally
chick.
valid point by me.
She's almost like she's like Trump's Gaz, except she's a blazing hot like 29-year-old.
Imagine if Gaz was
I mean, my
super sexy.
Gaz.
Yeah.
Imagine if Gaz was a rocket. That's what this is.
My guess. I don't hate that.
I guess.
I can see, yes. Just like chewing gum with his bald head. I tell some white lies. Like, yeah, I tell some white
In
lies.
front of fucking Congress.
Yeah.
I tell some white lies.
He cracked us so fast. I feel like he
No, you think? I feel like he knows his only value to use that he
yeah,
keeps
but I
secrets.
feel like you give him a crack without him knowing. Hope Hicks is smarter than him. Also,
I hope so.
big news of the day is Casey Smith. We announced today she will be joining us. She's coming from NBC Boston, Comcast Sport. I don't know what the official name of that is, but she'll be coming. She joins in about 2 weeks, moving to New York. So that's a good hire. Yeah, it's exciting.
Dana story.
Yeah, what do you give him, Dana?
Oh,
Gift.
yeah. Well, I didn't want to forget. See, I already forgot. That's why I shut my brain off. I'm like, have Dana remind me. I see him wearing that Nike windbreaker. Here, I'll give it to him right now. I'll do it on air. How's that?
It's good.
He may be too fat for it, but
Oh, that's just mean.
that's a fact.
Both being mean.
He lost some weight. You trimmed down a lot,
You think
right?
so?
I thought so.
I
That
quit my
wasn't
diet
very
like a
confident.
month
I
ago.
mean, I guess not.
Dana, I think you got to.
I thought
gotta be like,
I thought
yeah.
you did.
No, I was doing a diet with Big Cat for like a month, and I just sucked
All
at
right,
it.
well then you are still fat. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I get in a jacket.
But it's an
Why
extra
is it a
large.
Dana thing?
So we got these new windbreakers. They're sold really quick. I saw him wearing the Nike. I'd rather you wear ours. It's an extra large.
Thank you, Dave.
Wow,
You're welcome.
that was like very strangely nice of you to
pal.
just do.
I don't know what I did to deserve that, but
Thought that was going to be
Well,
way
I
more
saw you
malicious.
wearing the Nike.
That seems like it's
I'm
like
like, I have an
sabotage, like
XL,
it's
the
poison or
one that
something.
they
I was
sent
gonna
me.
say, I would be
no,
careful
Dave
with
wouldn't do
that.
that to me. I think Dave likes me.
That was
What?
a bizarrely like nice random move
I know.
to like care
People
about.
who know me on my inner circle will speak of me very highly that I'm quite nice.
White lies.
Is
for you,
Dana on
too.
your inner circle?
No?
You did take him bought him pants one time for his date.
I also bought him pants.
You have a thing for Dana.
This is getting weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't be a nice guy.
No, you can't. You're a fucking asshole.
Right.
That's when you're weird. When you're nice, it's like
I'm nice more
you
than
must
I'm not
have, like,
nice.
ulterior motives.
Be careful with that jacket, Dan.
Does it fit?